Okay. Why isn't the feed coming up? Oh, there we go. Now I can see it. Cool. Now the audio is working. Perfect. Well, at least we got a decent sized field. 19 drivers for this grid tonight. Oh, not too bad. Yeah, quite a few people absent, so we got quite a few reserves, I'm assuming. A couple of big names I've noticed that are not even racing, too. Interesting. Yeah, no Blockman, no Coral. Well, I don't think Coral's full-time in this, if I remember. Blockman not racing tonight. Alright. Okay. Alright, hello everyone and welcome to round 4 of the America Series here on Race Spec Esports. Oh, for goodness sake. Well, there's a bit of a problem. I guess I forgot to put myself a spectator. Whoops. Okay, I'm probably gonna have to retire from the session, aren't I? Hang on. I've made a big oopsie here. Oh, goodness me. Well, this is probably the second time I've actually made this sort of mistake. I'll just go ahead and retire from the session real quickly then. Yeah. Because obviously I'm not supposed to be in the race. Yeah, I've never have done that mistake for a while, but there you go. Alright, so I'll just start myself on the back of the grid. Well, hello everyone, with this unusual introduction. Welcome to round 4 of the American Series here on Race Spec Esports. I'm K997, your commentator for this race. And this time we are racing at the Jeddah Corniche Circuit for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. Hang on. Goodness me. Just, sorry, my introduction's getting a bit weird here. I'm just trying to look at Discord, see what's going on. See if we have to restart. Alright, so I think we'll just keep going. So yeah, anyway, I am very sorry for the shaky interruptions. But yeah, because I forgot to put myself a spectator. Yeah, because I was supposed to do that for the race. But yeah, I'll remember to make sure to change that once we get into the race itself. So anyway, yeah, we're at round 4 of the championship here for the America Series and Race Spec Esports. We are at the Jeddah Corniche Circuit for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. This is a track that was introduced in 2021, designed by track maker Herman Tilke's son, Carsten Tilke. It is a 3.83-mile racetrack, the third longest racetrack on the modern Formula 1 calendar behind the likes of Las Vegas and Spa. It has a total of 27 turns around the racetrack and 3 DRS zones that lead up the exits of turn 18, leading up to turn 21, and then at the exit of turn 24, leading up to turn 27. And then the main straights that leads up to turn 1. 27 and turn 1 will be the most ideal overtaking spots on the racetrack. Of course, this racetrack here too lies on the beach of the Jeddah Corniche seafront between the lagoon and the Red Sea. But this track has a lot of demanding parts of the racetrack, particularly the first sector with its high-speed section of corners that lie around every bit, has walls lying a bit around in every single part of the racetrack. So drivers will have to be keep in mind of that. Of course, it's a track that goes full throttle about nearly 75% of the time, and also, yeah, you just need to be on your toes when you go through a track like this, especially that it's the fastest street circuit on the calendar with an average lap speed of 157 miles per hour. Now, before we go focus to qualifying, there's just some news to go through first, and there's no incidents that were reported by the drivers last week from the race at Bahrain, so the results remain unchanged from that. The Drivers' Championship currently is Rebel that leads the way on 82 points, followed by Gio in second with 63. Jay is in third with 48, along with Professor Phil in fourth with 39. Nas in fifth with 31, and with Coral in sixth with 30. Blotman in seventh with 29 points. Take It Easy in eighth with 25. Black Bull in ninth with 19, and Stufferline rounds it all off in 10th with 18 points. In the Teams Championship, McLaren leads the way on 113 points, followed by Red Bull Racing in second with 84 points. Williams in third with 67. AlphaTauri in fourth with 48 points. Alfa Romeo in fifth with 47. Ferrari in sixth with 46. Mercedes are in seventh with 38. Haas in eighth with 26. Alpine ninth with 22. With 10 points. But that is it with the news. We'll now go fully focused on qualifying. But yeah, I do apologize for that little stuff there. Yeah, that's just a bit of my fault. I just forgot to put myself in spectator mode, like I said. But yeah, I'll make sure to retire when we get into the lights out. So obviously the start will look a lot different than normal. But yeah, we'll just keep going to how it is. Anyway, currently at the top of the timing sheet is Gio with a 1 minute 27.0, who's currently second in the Drivers' Championship. Like I mentioned, he's right ahead of his championship rival, Rebel, in the Red Bull, who's currently second with a 27.8. He's also on the soft tires. Everyone else is on softs. No one's on mediums or intermediates, from what I can tell. That's at least good, because then that means we can have some representable times on the board. Let's see. Captain Schmeg in third with a 27.8, with Honeybee and Harmesis rounding off the top 5. Let's see. I guess we'll run Bola, since he will be... Oh, jeez. That lag is terrible. Oh my god. Alright, well, anyway. Yeah, the lag's terrible. Let's run along with Black Bola then, and give you a proper tour of the racetrack. Down the main straightaway, turn 1. Entry speed of 209 miles per hour as he breaks into turn 1. Gets all over the curve though at turn 2 though, as he heads around turn 3. Now into turn 4 and into the high speed section of the racetrack. Turn 5 and then into turn 6 and turn 7. That flicks the car to the right through 8 and 9, down to 5th, and then back into 10, and then 11 and 12. All pretty much a very fast sequence of high speed corners. To turn 13, another overtaking spot as well. Actually, I failed to mention that. It can be a bit of an overtaking spot if you're good enough to do so. 14, 15 into 16 and 17. Flick right to the car and then back onto the, well, I guess you could say straight-ish, even though it's just, there are corners here, but not necessarily. Open the DRS, that lag is just terrible. Into 22, 23, of course that corner is much sharper than what it used to be in 2021 and 2022. DRS open, down towards the final corner, in between the lagoon and the Red Sea. Onto the brakes, down to third. Hug the inside as best you can, around the final corner. Back onto the main straightaway to cross the start-finish line. And we'll set a 27.8. So that puts them into fourth, actually. Not a baddish time, actually. Jay goes to second with a 27.3, locking up as well in the process. Let's see. Professor Phil heading through turns 16 and 17, heading up towards now the DRS zone that will lead him into turns 22 and 23. Clock says for Phil, he's at a minute 1 to the middle sector. Underneath the hospitality building. And opens the DRS once again, heading up towards the final corner of the racetrack. And we'll brake right about there. Entry speed 206 miles an hour around the final corner up to the main straight. We'll cross the line to set a 1 minute 28.4. He actually goes 600ths behind his teammate at the moment. Gio back out on an outlap. Rebel getting ready as well. There's an Aston Martin just parking on the inside. There's Gio's teammate, Captain Schmeg, who looked really good in qualifying last week at Bahrain, but had a bit of a rough patches in the race, unfortunately. He'll hope to do a little bit better in this occasion. Yeah, we'll wait and see how that goes for him. Is Jay on a proper lap? It said he was down by 2.5 tenths, so probably not. Gio, of course, has had 2 second-place finishes in a row. Currently 19 points, as I mentioned, behind Rebel, a current championship leader, who's leading by 19 points. Has won 2 races in a row. In fact, he's not only won 2 races in a row, but he got fast lap in both of them. Especially last week at Bahrain, in both Formula Performance and the America Series, he's been looking quite quick and dominant so far. But certainly with 27.8, I probably would expect better, but we'll wait and see how he does. Up towards the first turn, entry speed 205 miles an hour. Breaking down to second gear, heads around turns 1 and 2. Keeps in its second gear, as a matter of fact, doesn't even go into third through that bit. As he gets up the gears, up towards turn 4, down to 4th, and then into turn 5, hugging the inside as best he possibly can. Full throttle through 6 and 7, then through 8 and turn 9. A little bit of a lift because he had to correct the car there. He did see the back end of the car there step out just a little bit there. But the clock says for him, oh wow, he's found nearly a half a second to the first sector, sorry. So he is purple. Oh my goodness. Again, the back end just does not want to cooperate for Rebel at all. That car is tailing through some sections. Through 16 and 17. Up through the gearbox. Now we'll head up towards the end of the middle sector. What will the clock say for him? It says currently he's up, but 4 tenths up. He's actually lost time in that middle sector. That's not a surprise considering how he lost the back end. As Markovic, I think that's how you pronounce it, has got a 5-place grid penalty for a collision with Gio. Meanwhile, the Rebel heads around the final corner and back onto the main straight. We'll cross the line to set a 1:27.4. It's only good enough for third, but yeah, he definitely had more time in that. And I think Gio, with whatever happened to him in Markovic, I think he backed out of the lap. So yeah, he's not going to prove, obviously. Lil Mo has gone to 4th with a 27.8. Captain Schmidt crossing the line improves by nearly 3/10 to set at 127.6. He's 2/10 clear of Black Bowler. Gio back into pit lane. That's not a surprise considering whatever happened between him and Markavid. But yeah, he's currently 17th, that AlphaTauri's driver. Oh geez, so by that rate he'd be starting behind me. Harm Assist is starting a flying lap. Up towards turn 1. Breaking down to third gear, brings it down to third gear, heads around turns 2 and then into turn 3. Oh, he's backed out of the lap. I guess he's not very happy with how he went through there. Bola is on a flying lap through turn 4, up through the gearbox. We'll head through turn 5, turn 6, and then into turn 7, turn 8, and 9. Down to 5th. Modulates the throttle. Oh, gee whiz, that was quite close there. He was on the edge there of that curb. 2/10 up to the first sector is Black Bola as he heads around the left-hander of turn 13. Now up towards turns 14 and 15. Quickly right into turn 16, 17. Fourth gear and short shifts up to 5th. He tried to find at least a bit of rotation as best he could. What will the clock say now for the Williams driver as he heads up to the end of the middle sector? The clock says for him, up by a 10th. Out of 24 up towards 25. DRS wide open, hogging the inside wall as best he possibly can through 26, and now into the final corner of turn 27. Back down to third gear, around the final corner now, and I think he's bailed on the lap. Yeah, judging by how he was going back into the pits. So he will not improve. Harm Assist goes back into the pits. Saucy is not really improving. I think someone just improved. I believe that was Trevor in the other Alpine with a 28.9. Still got less than 4 minutes to go here in qualifying. Honeybee will start another lap. He's got less than 4 minutes to go. I think, well, if he does mess up the lap, he might potentially, he could go back into pit lane and try to go for another lap, or just keep going with what he's got. It's a bit early, I'd say, to go back, do another lap. Through 4, through 5. Now it's a 6 and 7, flat out through 6 and 7. Bit of a lift there. You did see him correct the car. That was because he hit the curb on the inside. Up towards the end of the first sector, the clock says for Honeybees up by 29 thousandths to the first sector. Meanwhile, Gio's coming back out as well. Same with Little Mo, who's currently in 4th. Meanwhile, Honeybee to the complex of 16 and 17. He goes way deep and has to cut the corner. Actually, he doesn't invalidate the lap, surprisingly. Yeah, I think he's bailed on the lap as well. With that amount of time on the clock, it's going to be very tight if he goes back into pit lane now and then get back out. Yeah, because the outlap in Jeddah is about a minute and a half if you want to say, you know, go very quickly. Alright, Lil Mo, Rebel, Gio out on track. Jay's just come out on track as well in the Williams. Assist as well. Dirt Saucy not improving on his time. Another Aston Martin getting out of the way. That was Diesel there in 12th. So yeah. We've got mostly the leading cars right now coming on track. Top 8 meanwhile separated by just over 8/10 of a second. Lil Mo will start his final flying lap in a few moments as he'll cross the line now and will start his final flying lap. There is an AlphaTauri in front of him of Markavid. Hopefully that won't interfere him too much as he heads up towards the first turn. Down to third as he heads around turns 1 and 2. Down to second mid-apex through turns 1 and 2. Up the gearbox through turn 3 up towards turn 4. Entry speed of 170, apex speed about just 103 as he heads through turn 5, 6, and 7. Flat out of course through that bit of sequence of corners. Lifts a little bit there through 9, and then up towards the... Oh, goodness me, that car is really pushing. Clock says for Little Mo, he's up by 91 thousandths to the first sector. Meanwhile, Rebel has just started his flying lap. Gio's up by just over 0.2 of a second to the first sector. What has Little Mo got here in the middle sector? Up towards... Oh, jeez, that car was a bit sideways, I feel, through turns 16 and 17. Had the back end step out just a little bit. There are yellow flags at the final corner for everyone trying to get ready for the laps. Hopefully that doesn't result in any more grid penalties. Clock says for Little Mo, he's up by 0.4 to the middle sector. Can he find any more time? Meanwhile, Rebel's up by 1/10 to the first sector. Gio's up by 2.5 to the middle sector at the moment. Up towards the final corner we go. Comes Lil Mo around 27. The final corner will get a bit of a tow from the AlphaTauri in front. Up towards the line comes Lil Mo. Is this enough for pole? The answer is no. He misses out by 0.2. Gio crossing the line. He improves by 0.2 with a 26.8, the first driver to get into the 126s. Meanwhile, Rebel's up by nearly 0.3 of a second. Can he snatch pole position away from Gio, his championship rival? Around 26, 27, down to third gear, around the final corner, back onto the main straightaway, towards the start-finish line he comes. Rear wing open. Is it enough? It is not enough. He misses out by just 0.03 of a second. Oh, that was super close. Indeed, but Jay is up by over 0.2 of a second to the middle sector. Don't count him out as well. He's still got time to find. Captain Schmeg has invalidated. He was up by 0.4 actually in that first sector. Oh, that's a big shame for Captain Schmeg. It's best he can hope for is 6th place if he can keep it. Jay crossing the line. Is this going to be enough for him? No, he misses out too by just over 1/10 of a second. Harmesis goes to 5th with a 27.5. And I think that's it for qualifying. And it's going to be Gio on pole position for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. We're just waiting for Lil Mo to get back into the pits, and I think we're waiting for Gio as well. And because I'm still in the session, I gotta remember to retire myself out of the race. The only unfortunate thing is I'll be ahead of Markavid. Yeah, I'll just remember to retire myself. And yeah, it's gonna look a little different, obviously. I mean, I obviously wouldn't be doing the race on my pad. No way. No chance. Yeah, I think the last time I made, that was like, it's been a long time since I've made that sort of mistake. I think the last time I did was when I was commentating with Lane in Elite Series. I'll go over that bit, but Gio. Yeah, pole position by 33 thousandths to Rebel, Jay in third. Under a 10th separating the top 3. A great show from the 3 of those drivers. Lil Mo in 4th. Harmesis, Black Bowler, Captain Schmank, Honeybee, Subfalime, Professor Phil, Laquido, Dirty Diesel, Drag King, Sparty, Trevor, Markavid, Country Dawn, and yeah, me. Even though I'm not racing. But yeah, no, I remember like I lagged out in the session once. And I think in the Elite Series they had Oh, they had like 16 or 17 drivers, I can't remember. But it was a race at Imola, and then when I lied down and came back in, I forgot to put myself as spectator, and I immediately got into a Mercedes, and then I I did like a formation lap. Yeah, I think this is like the second time I've done a mistake like that. Well, at least I'll get a bit of a view of the Mercedes cockpit. Alright. Yeah, like I said, it'll be a little bit different once I get going. Oh, once we get going, sorry. Yeah, of course we can't ready up yet until Captain Sparty says something. Oh, hello, gamer. Yeah, got ourselves a bit of a situation. I forgot to put myself as spectator, and instead I'm now in a Mercedes cockpit. So I gotta retire once we get lights out. Seriously, you're so bored, I guess that you have to watch the stream. Oh, well, this is like the second time I've done something like this. I've never, like, haven't done this in a long time. Just happens. But yeah, normally I wouldn't qualify around this sort of position. But, it's whatever. Not many other features to look over. Other than just looking at a series steering wheel, some guys talking, and there's a cameraman there. Okay. Okay. So now I just gotta retire myself and then we'll get going. I know if I retire, it won't like cause a safety car or anything. It shouldn't cause a safety car. Alright, well, we got the 5 red lights to come on, and we'll go lights out, and we will not go, we will retire immediately. There we go. Alright, looks like the McLaren's got the best start. That would be Gio. He's in the lead into turn 1. In 2, Rebel in second, right behind him as Jay's under pressure from Lil Mo as they head towards turn 4. Side by side between, oh my goodness. Lil Mo got his elbows out, but he got in front. That was clean at least. Into turn 4, he got the move done. He's up to third. already. That's only being Captain Schmeg off the... Oh my goodness! Oh, Captain Schmeg, that was a shocking rejoin. What on earth was that? Oh my goodness me, as Bolas left the session. Well, that's an unfortunate time, I guess. Otherwise, there probably would have been a collision. Alright, hang on, give me a second, Bola. I saw your message in the Discord. Give me a second. Oh, hang on. I think I just skipped him. There you go. Alright, there you go. What a weird way to do the stream, eh? Armistice ahead of now Jay. Jay's dropping back a couple spots. He's moved down to 5th after starting in third in the race. As we're just going to complete the first lap as well. Derek Diesel overtaking Captain Schmeck. A little bit of bump there, or at least I thought that was a bump. Actually, no, how could there be a bump? It's Black Ball being ghosted, silly me. Captain Schmeck, though, has dropped all the way down to 10th place after whatever happened at turn 9. He's now trying to bring pressure to the Aston Martins down the inside, but not close enough to make any sort of attack into the first corner. Drag King, though, is alongside him into turn 2. The McLaren, though, will have the inside line for turn 3, and he'll get just in front. Turns of tires, where is everyone at? Wow, okay, no hard tires. Literally almost everyone's on the mediums except for 3. Armistice, Subfalime, and Bola. But of course, Bola's been dropping back thanks to the him lagging out of the session. Hopefully he'll be able to rejoin. So Liquido's got damage. And Spotty's out of the race! A big collision between himself and Trevor as we got a safety car. Well, there you go. The safety car comes out right at the right time for Black Bull, but Spotty out at turn 13. A collision between himself and Trevor. Whatever happened there has resulted in our first safety car. Alright, so everyone looks like they're staying out, except for one, that is Subfalime. He's going to the pits. I'm guessing he's doing a strategic stop here. Yeah. Hard tires, so he's going to plan on going those, go on those things till the end of the race. Radio. So Trevor's now on the soft tire. Laquila will catch back up thanks to the safety car. I honestly, though, wouldn't be surprised if this would be the last safety car we'll have in this race. Considering that this is Jeddah, well, yeah, because, did they have a safety car last time, Pacific 2-1? I can't remember. Yeah, they did, they had one safety car. And, yeah, Pacific Open Series, I commentated that as well. The Tier 1 side of things, they had a safety car. So almost every race I've commentated has had a safety car in Jeddah. And is someone going to pits? No. Looks like some cars just faking each other out or something. Nah, just getting some tire temp. It just looked like two cars were just trying to get into the pit lane and then fake them out or something. Look, we are back into the pits for what possibly will be another change of tires. I see our tires coming out of the Red Bull garage. And it is. So he'll try to go to the end on those things. Which they should do easily.
2006 we saw 248 F1, and in 2009 the F6. Huge gap.
Oh, I didn't see your question with that. Yeah, yes, I always drive offset. I always have ever since 2015. I know it's like really weird, but I don't know. It's just I'm kind of been used to it. No, I usually don't drive with the TV pod, the T-cam. Yeah, it's usually the offset one I use. Yeah, I'm like one of those weird ones that uses offset. Laquio's now caught up, so I think now we should have the safety car back in. Alright, so safety car is back in this lap. So Gio will control the field once again. Or control the field this time, I should say. Because championship rival Rebel right behind him in second place. Waiting for the restart. Alright, around the final corner now, back onto the main straight. We're going green. What? Oh! I think someone just hit the wall there at the final corner. We're back under green. I wasn't sure who that was. I don't think any damage came off. Meanwhile, Lil Mo inside on Rebel into the first corner. He'll go outside into turns 1 and 2. Oh, there's a bit of a tank slapper there from the Red Bull driver. Lil Mo, though, tries to go down the inside into turn 4. He'll get the move done. Nicely done there by Lil Mo. He's up into second place. But that's also let Gio escape a little bit. He's now got a 1.2 second margin. Oh, his Rebel's gone over the curb. He has to get back on. Oh, thankfully there was no other cars right around him as he rejoined. Yeah, Rebel making the mistake there, going over the curb there at turns 8, between 7 and 8. Or, yeah, 7 and 8. Oh, dearie me, here we go. That's Saucy and Armistice there, 16, 17 we go. Ferrari got in front of there. What he is on the soft compound tire. Yeah, Rebel making a bit of a mistake there at turns between 7 and 8. Yeah, costing himself quite a bit of time, and not only that, losing the position to Lil Mo. But that was before that happened at turn 4. Lil Mo though looks quite racy, I'd say, because right now he's closing in on Gio in the McLaren. Has pulled about a couple of tenths in this lap. Armistice and Honeybee are now side by side as Honeybee gets behind the Ferrari, but will have the slipstream up towards turn 1. He'll try to counter against the Ferrari. Down the inside he goes. Ooh, that's a bit of contact there. The Ferrari, though, will have the better grip and traction. He'll get in front, at least for now. Here comes Trevor Liquido, not close enough. Into turn 4. Oh, I think Lil Mo had a bit of a mistake. Has he used up a bit of battery? Yeah, he has. I figured as much. Yeah, he's gone down to 20% battery. Yeah, he did that just so he can catch up to Gio so he can get some DRS on the next lap. But Gio's got 54% in his back pocket. So he'll be looking quite good so far. Rebel, though, has not been looking quite good at the moment. He's down by 1.4 to Little Mo, and he's got Jay behind. So we might see some groups here starting to form here in Jeddah. Wouldn't be a total surprise, really. As we head up towards between the lagoon and the Red Sea. And now back onto the final corner now. We're on to lap 7 of 25 as DRS will be enabled again on this lap. Little Mo looking quite good so far. Hunting down the McLaren. Armistice trying to defend against Honeybee. Honeybee can't do anything there into turn 1. Has to stay behind the Ferrari again. Up towards turn 4. One game through relatively alright, nothing too major. Oh, Armistice has crashed! He's crashed at turn 6. Safety cars come out. Was there a collision between himself and Honeybee, or did he just lose it? Well, that's going to be good news then for anyone that's hasn't pitted yet. They'll go on to the hards at the end of the race. That being the entire top 9. Well, Armistice now becomes our second retirement of the race here in Jeddah. Yeah, crashing out before turn 6. So yeah, everyone will be boxing here. Get onto a set of hards. Unless Boa wants to try to take a gamble and go into the mediums, but can't make it, but I think that'd be a bit of a tall order for Blood Bullet to do. See what happens here. Does anyone come in? No, Gio stays out. Lil Mo doesn't go in. Rebel goes in. Same with Jay. I wouldn't have done that. He would have. I think he should have taken the pit stop now. Country Dawn 5-second penalty for speeding. Yep, it's going to be hard tires for literally everybody. Wow. Well, Subfull and Laquia didn't pit because, well, they pitted on the first laps. Yeah, so that makes a little bit of sense. Ball onto hards. Trevor on the hards. Markavin on the hards. Oh, no, mediums, sorry. He's on the mediums. Drag King on the hards as well. The top 6, though, stayed out. I thought Lil Mo was going to come in. He looked like he had the instinct to do so, and then he decided not to do it. Yeah, I'm a bit surprised by that. That's where Laquia and Suffle in somewhat of a driving seat, but unfortunately they don't have fresher rubber compared to the cars behind them. That's the only problem. So we got now a bit of another long safety car period here. So it'll be interesting to see what the top 6 will be in some sort of situation. I'm going to say they're going to wait for another safety car to come out. They probably were going to try to go from medium to soft, I'm going to guess, at this stage in their sort of situation. Safety car should be coming in very shortly here. Sure of it. Alright, safety car is back in this lap. So now we wait until everyone gets back into the pit. The safety car gets back into the pits. And we can get back under green flag conditions here in Saudi Arabia. JO still leads, but top 6, remember, haven't pitted yet. JO rounds the final corner now, and we're back under green flag conditions once again here in Saudi Arabia. It's JO that leads from Little Mo and Honeybee, Dirt Saucy, and Captain Schmeg, and also Dirty Diesel, who haven't stopped yet. As they head up towards the first corner here, everyone getting through relatively alright. No shenanigans, at least from what I can see. Everyone getting through relatively alright. Meanwhile, the Red Bulls though. Oh, Red Bull trying to get by his team. Liquido does not oblige. Just stays behind him. Interesting there. Up to 6 and 7, 8, then 9. Well, Liquido taking some... Oh! That was quite close. Jeez, Liquido I don't think was understanding the situation here. Because, yeah, he had his teammate all over the back of him. Liquido really struggling here. Meanwhile, out in front, though, Lomo and Gio have pulled themselves a gap again between everyone else. It's now 4 tenths now. I was going to say nearly 3.5 tenths. As they head through 22 and 23. Honeybee, though, hasn't closed the gap. He's falling back just a little bit. Captain Schmeg, though, wants a piece of the action here against Dirt Saucy here. Around the outside of turn 26, he'll get the move done with ease. Subfaline trying to go around, Rebel trying to go around the outside of Subfaline. Around the final corner now, back onto the main straight. He should be able to get through with ease, and he does, thanks to those fresher tires. And now Rebel's next target will be Diesel. As they head down the main straightaway, he'll get through with ease here. He's got a lot of momentum. He's got the move done. He's into 6th place ahead of Diesel. He now is behind the cars who haven't stopped yet, or at least got ahead by one of the cars that haven't stopped yet. He's now in the midst of all that. Oh, that was close there. Phil clobbering the curb there at turn 6. Oh, hello there, Country Don. That's a lot of curve you took there. Rebel, meanwhile, going around the outside of Dirt Saucy. He now moves back into 5th place. Meanwhile, though, towards the rear of the field, Country Don gained by Liquito. And Liquito now under pressure from Bola. Oh, that's tight. Liquito has got company all around. And Jay overtakes Diesel there for 7th place. Bola overtakes Liquito. Well, at least he's trying to. Up towards 22 and 23. He has used up all the... Wow, Liquito's used up all the battery already. After the restart. That's crazy. Jay already overtaking Saucy. And Subfaline overtaking Diesel. Of course, they're on 10 lap, all the medium compound tires. That DRS will be enabled again. Hopefully we'll get through this bit this time. Meanwhile, though, Rebel overtaking Honeybee to the outside before the first turn. Honeybee can't really do too much, although he looks like he's still fighting. He's not going to have the grip though compared to the Red Bull, and yeah, he gives up the position here. Captain Schmeg and Honeybee side by side. He goes off the track at turn 4, gets back onto the racetrack. Yeah, that was a bit touch and go there. Through 8 and 9. Ooh, that's a lot of curve there from the Alpine. That's Subfalime, same time with Captain Schmeg. Subfalime overtakes Saucy there. That must have been at the exit of turn 10. I'm guessing is where that happened. Country Dawn looking very interested here. Oh, he looked very interested there. But meanwhile, though, Black Bullet and the inside of Diesel. He's going to hang around the outside of 14. He'll get the move done. He should be able to. As we got a virtual safety car. What's happened? Oh, that's why. Liquido spun. But there's also damage somewhere. If it's not from Liquido, oh, that's from Drag King. So he's got no front wing. They must have made contact, those two. So now it's evolved to a virtual safety car, not a full safety car. If I were the drivers that haven't pitted yet, I'd pit now to get off those tires. You'll be on fresher rubber. Yeah, that's exactly what Gio and Lil Mo are going to do. They're going to come in. Rebel stays out, not surprisingly, since he did just pit. Honeybee comes in, Captain Schmeg comes in. They haven't stopped yet. Subfalime is going to move up into P3 ahead of those guys. JM up into P2. Black Bullet up to P4 after those early pit stops. So now it's Black Bullet, Country Dawn, Phil, and Markavid. As we're back under green, Gio just comes out of the pits. Lil Mo's on the softs. I don't know about that. He's not going to make it to the end, or if he does, well, those tires aren't going to be so good. As Jay goes awfully wide there at turn 10. For whatever reason, he went completely off the road. Losing a whole bunch of time to Rebel. Meanwhile, Subfalime's got Black Bullet for company as they head through turn 16 and 17. This is the battle for the podium. He should be able to get alongside and get him with DRS, and that's exactly what he'll do. He'll get him there. Phil also overtakes Country Dawn. But yeah, that's those drivers that didn't stay out has proved it costly. Actually, I've just wait. Oh, no, I'm thinking. I thought Captain Schmeg didn't switch to another set of tires. No, I was looking at Saucy because he's on the mediums. Captain Schmeg's on hards. Never mind that. Sorry. But anyway. There is Jay in the background there. Rebel, though, leading by 2.9 seconds. Yeah, really has flipped the script, hasn't it? Because, yeah, Gio, thanks to him not pitting under the the second safety car, has really cost him track position. And yeah, and also you can see Lil Mo's already ahead of him. He's up to 8th. Yeah, they've got a lot of work to do. They'll be on fresher tires. That's the only good thing. But judging by how far back they are from Rebel, that's going to be a tall order to try and catch up. Unless we get another safety car that comes into play. Which I wouldn't be surprised if there were another safety car. Phil's got DRS on Subfalime. Subfalime, though, might be struggling a little bit on those tires. They are about 11 laps old compared to Phil, who's on 6 lap old hards. Over the Red Sea, up towards the final corner now. Back onto, or coming up to the final corner now. Sorry, I should say. Block up there as well from Subfalime. Saw a bit of rear locking as well, looked like. Unless that's just part of the game being the game. And Phil will move up into 4th ahead of Subfalime. That was pretty much straightforward. As Little Mo sets the fastest lap of the race with a 29.9. He right now currently sits in 8th place. But yeah, they shouldn't have pitted, or they shouldn't have waited to pit this long, I should say. Yeah, that being Geo, Honeybee, Captain Schmeg, Diesel, and Saucy. Like, those guys really cost themselves track position. Yellows. That's for, oh, that's the Aston Martin of Saucy. He goes off the road there at turn 4, leading on to turn 5. Yeah, everyone's sort of spread out a little bit here. Lil Moto's the only driver that's actually trying to make some sort of overtaking happen. He's closing in on Markovid. Markovid, after starting at the back of the grid, right now is in 7th position. Although that might be 8th soon because, yeah, the Alpha's got too much pace on those softs. That's quite evident there. Around the outside of 26. Gets that move done. He now moves up into 7th place. That was pretty much a straightforward move. Markovid trying to close in with DRS, but yeah, he won't close up enough. Oh, but he goes way too deep there into turn 1. Really compromises his run. Yeah, nothing much he can do. And yeah, that's Lil Mo saying goodbye. Next target for him will be Country Dawn. He's also wrecking the Kevin Magnussen Las Vegas helmet. Very appropriate helmet to use for a car like this. Well, meanwhile, though, he's got a Alfa Romeo that's going to be all over his gearbox very shortly. Out of turn 13 towards 14, 15. And turn 16. Oh, it might have been a bit deep there from Country Dawn. A little bit deep there into 16. Mo will go on the outside. He'll have DRS. Will pretty much be straightforward. He'll get up into 6th position ahead of Country Dawn. Not much that Dawn will do. He'll have DRS, but I don't think he'll realistically be able to overtake the Alfa Romeo. Although the Alpha is low on battery, in fairness to him. Haas will have DRS again, but yeah, thanks to the grip of those softs, yeah, pretty much no chance. Phil's gonna overtake Subfalime. That's at before turn 1, as Gio now overtakes Markovid. Yeah, Gio trying to recover any sort of positions back. Let's see, what's the gap right now? Gap right now between Lil Mo and Rebel is 12.9 seconds. That's a lot of time to try to catch up. He's also got 2 more cars to try and overtake in front of him, and that's Subfalime and Professor Phil. And another thing that's not good for him is that he's also very low on battery. You can definitely see he's about 20%. Alright, well here comes the Alpha. That's going to be a straightforward overtake. Subfalime can't do anything. He'll have DRS again, Lil Mo. As it up towards 24. And then into turn 25, DRS open again. Between the Lagoon and the Red Sea. Won't get him here, but he'll wait till the main straight to overtake. After that, should be pretty much straightforward. Phil, though, trying to defend as hard as he can. Hugging the inside. But that's not going to last long. Because here comes Lil Mo. Inside. Gets the move done. He should be able to there into turn 2. Yep, he's got the better grip. And he's got the tire advantage. He moves now up to the 4th. Now his next target will be Black Bola, who is about 5.4 in front of him. I think at best, though, if Lil Mo does catch up, he probably could be best gain a podium. I don't see him really catching up to Jay or Rebel. They're too far away, I feel. Plus those tires are going to be not at their best at the end of the race. Meanwhile, though, Gio, who was our pole sitter and our race leader, right now battling for 7th position against Country Dawn. Oh! That was quite close. That could have been quite bad between Dawn and Gio. Gio, though, manages to squeeze on by. He now moves up into 7th place, but he's still got a bit of work to do. Funny how the only person that's done well after that virtual safety car restart, virtual safety car, has been Lil Mo in terms of trying to get back through the field. But still, it was not the greatest call though by him and Gio not pitting under the safety car. Yeah, I was very surprised by that. Markava got a 5-second penalty for speeding. As Honeybee, meanwhile, is battling Captain Schmeg. Yeah, pit lane here is about 37 miles an hour, 60 kilometers an hour. It used to be 80 kilometers per hour, or 50 miles an hour when it first came out. Saucy's out. He's crashed out of turn 1. How has he done this? We've got a safety car again. Wow. How on earth does that happen? Did he just turn too early, or what happened? His car was completely in the middle of the road at the entry to turn 1. I don't know. The only thing I could think of is that he turned way too early into turn 1, but how do you do that? I guess the only person that would know is him, really. Well, that means everyone's going in the soft tires then. So Rebel will come in for softs. Same with the 2 Williams drivers. Lil Mo can get onto another set of softs. Well then. Yeah, this has really changed the complexion of this race. Yeah, you have to pit in this situation. Liquida drive-through penalty for speeding under the under the safety car. So in this race, we've had 3 safety cars. 3 of them. There you go. Soft tires, literally for everybody. Liquida receives another drive-through penalty. You gotta be careful and watch the delta, otherwise you'll get disqualified. Captain Schmegan as well. He had the double stack, and he's on the medium. Why? No, softs. That's the 3rd drive-through penalty for Liquida. What is he doing? They just got 3 drive-through penalties. Oh, goodness me. Yeah, you gotta watch the delta. Alright. Liquido onto the old mediums for some reason. Trevor onto a set of hard? I don't even know anymore. Right, so most everyone's on the softs, except for 3, being Schmeg, Liquito, and Trevor. 2 of those drivers on the mediums. Liquito, though, has 3 drive-through penalties to serve. And I think Country Dawn also has served that 5-second penalty he got for speeding the pit lane. I can't remember. Was there another driver that had another 5 seconds for speeding? Oh yeah, it's Markov. That's right. Yeah, he had a 5-second for speeding in the pits. Oh, that's funny. How do you receive 3 drive-through penalties? Like I say, always gotta keep your eyes glued to the Delta. Because the Delta in this game is just severely broken. Like everything in this game. Yeah, so we just need to wait for everyone else to catch back up. So wait, if Liquido has to serve those 3 drive-thrus, he's got to do that, like, immediately. Because they give you 3 laps to serve those drive-thrus. To serve a drive-thru penalty. And we're going to have about, what, 5 laps to go? Yeah, so that means this lap he has to serve it. As Liquido goes off the road, I guess? He lost his position there to Mount Carver. So yeah, I'm thinking that Liquido, if he doesn't... I'm not sure how that works. I think if he doesn't serve it, like, this lap, yeah, then he'll get disqualified. Alright, well, how is this going to fare here? So we're going to have 5 laps to go in this race. Oh no, 4 laps to go. Sorry, lap 22. Yeah, we're going 4 laps to go after this. We have 5 laps to go right now. Safety car should be coming in. Rebel falling a little bit behind the safety car. Now it's coming in. So, safety car's in this lap. For the 3rd time, hopefully we'll get through this sequence, but I imagine we are going to see quite a bit of desperate driving. Yeah, that tends to happen anytime we get the last laps of the race, especially around Jeddah, where it can be quite messy. Known for being a controversial racetrack here. Alright, well here we go. Oh, very good line there from Jay there at the edge of the final corner. McCarvid has had a collision with Dirty Diesel. We're back in the green. Diesel got a 5-second penalty up towards turn 1. No one making any sort of moves, at least for the moment, as Liquido has had some sort of spin out there. Armistice has left the session. I gotta keep my eyes though towards the front, at least the time being. Rebel trying to pull away as best he possibly can over Jay, who's currently occupying 2nd position. But it's 7.5 tenths between the two, 8 tenths now, after just the 1st sector. Rebel using up his battery as well. Captain Schmeg, a 3-second penalty for multiple warnings in this race. The first driver, I think, to get a 3-second time penalty here in this race here in Saudi. Up towards now turn 16, 17. Jay's got a 2nd deficit to Rebel. Rebel is really pushing here. But Jay is countering a little bit here. He's closing that gap back up as Honeybee and Captain Schmeger side by side as Honeybee gets in front. Liquido leaves the session here. I don't think he retired the car unless he had a bit of an internet issue. Yeah, top 15 though do score points here. Gio on the outside of Subfilime into the final corner of 27. He'll get in front. Nice little move there by Gio. Moving up into 6th place. Meanwhile, though, the top 2 have broken away from everyone else. Bola. Oh, there's contact between Mo and Bola into turns 1 and 2. The Alfa Romeo, though, barges his way through. He's up into 3rd. There was definitely elbows out there at turns 1 and 2. I don't think Bola would be too happy about that, as Liquido has been disqualified for parking in a dangerous location. How is that possible? He said he left the session. So I'm guessing the Red Bull was somewhere back there. Oh, hello! That's a collision. From what it looks like, Trevor and Diesel have had some sort of incident. Rebel using all the batteries, same with Jay. I think the only difference between these two is that Jay has a bit more straight line speed compared to the Red Bull, as Saucy has left the session as well, retiring from the race. I don't know what on earth has been going on in the midfield. Up towards now the final corner. Now Jay is flashing, Rebel is not, but he is low on battery, like the Williams is. Bull and Mo again battling away for the podium out of the final corner. Back onto the main straight. DRS enabled again as we now head up towards turn 1. Lil Mo, though, has no battery to play with. Here comes Phil to the inside of turn number 1. Lil Mo has the outside line. He'll keep the position in front. Phil now goes through. He's now up into 4th. He might have a good chance of getting a podium here in Saudi Arabia. Meanwhile, though, up towards the front, it's 6/10 between the top two. I think where I could see Rebel's advantages in the first sector. He gains a lot in the first sector, but Jay does, like I said, is quicker in the straights. And right now, though, it's looking like he could be in a bit of trouble because he's about over a second behind. He needs to close that gap back up. 9/10's the margin. Has he got DRS? He has got DRS. That's crucial. Here's his yellow flags and the main straight for some reason. Some local yellows for whatever reason. Out of 22 and 23, Jay will close the gap back up as we will prepare the final lap of the race. Rebel's out of battery as well, so they're both on equal terms of battery. Up towards the final corner now. DRS will be open again for the Williams as they crosses the DRS line to the start finish line. Will begin the flying lap. Will Jay go for a move? He's weaving about for whatever reason. Goes to the inside. He'll take the race lead away from Rebel. Jay now moves in front of Rebel, but has he gone a bit too early? Remember what I said, the Rebel looks like he's quicker in the corners. Meanwhile, though, for the battle for the podium, there was contact between Gio and Little Mo. Into turn 4, he goes off the road a little bit there, goes onto the curb, as Little Mo could not find any way through against Black Bowler. That's also allowing Professor Phil to pull away. He's got 22% battery compared to 12% for the Williams. I think Jay might have done this move a little bit too soon. We'll wait and see. I'm gonna have to keep my eyes out for the race lead. Here comes Rebel. He's gonna have DRS. He'll move on through into the race lead. Oh, but that's gonna give Jay DRS as well. He has pulled away through there. My goodness. He pulled away. All right, here we go. Jay with a whole heap of speed goes to the outside. Rebel trying to defend. He'll go to the outside of the final corner. Has he got the move done? Yes, it's close. It's really close. It's a drag race to the line. Can Jay get it? Yes, he does. And it's dead even at the line by 58 thousandths of a second. The closest finish to the end of this race. I think the closest finish to the race here in Race Spec. My goodness. Jay got DRS crucially at the end of the final corner and was able to get through. Well done. Jay wins the race, Rebel second, and Phil gets the podium. Wow, another I've had another race where it comes down to the line. Saw that with Plebs and Seb Spicer, and well, it's now Jay and Rebel that finish it all off. I saw how quick though that Rebel went through to 22 and 23. He was like accelerating through there, but then of course it wasn't enough. Like I said, thanks to Jay's straight line speed. He had all that speed in that Williams, and it was enough to win it. No, well done to Jay. I thought he might have done that a bit too soon to overtake him. I thought he would been a bit more patient. But no, I was wrong. He got the win. Rebel, though, has to settle for second. I thought for a moment it was dead even at the line because it was like the bars were like across and then it popped up 58 thousandths. Yeah, no, a very tight finish. Definitely a photo finish. But yeah, Jay wins. Fast lap as well, so he gets a full complement of points. Professor Phil finishing in third. He'll be happy with that podium. Post fifth. Geo 6th. Suffalime 7th. Honeybee 8th. Country Dawn 9th. Captain Schmake 10th. Markovic 11th. Trevor in 12th. Dirty Diesel. Drag King. And then the retirees. Liquido, Dirty Saucy, Harvester, Sparty. And then me. But that doesn't necessarily count. Because I wasn't necessarily a participant. Yeah, 2 races in a row no, 2 out of 3 races, I take that back. Yeah, we didn't have a photo finish at Jeddah. Yeah, because Surf was dominant in that race. But, no, photo finish for this race as well in the America Series. Almost a copy-paste of, Sunday. But yeah, no, this one was the closest. I think this is the closest finish I've ever seen in my commentary time. No, it's been that was absolutely cracking to see. Well done to Jay. Congratulations on your first win here in Race Spec. Yeah, no, you definitely deserve it. But yeah, congratulations to Rebel and also to Phil on your podiums as well. But I think with that, I think it's time to wrap it all up here on Race Spec for another week, and we will be back for round 5 of the championship at the Marina Bay Street Circuit for the Singapore Grand Prix. Yeah, that's gonna be another long. That's gonna be a long one for sure. I feel, knowing Singapore, but hopefully it doesn't rain. But until then, everybody, it's good night.